All right, hello, hello. Welcome back to Fast52, everybody. We are coming up on our next run of the marathon, the second last run over these last 52 hours. We've had an absolutely amazing time so far. And now we are going to be sending over to Webs, who's going to be doing Hades 2. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Hello. I'm Webs, or Webs2D, or Webs2Devons, as some people have called me. I've been running Hades for the past 5 years, and I've been running Hades 2 since it came out in early access. Today we're going to be doing a category called All Regions, so Hades 2 is a little different than the first game. I like to think it has double the amount of content. It has 2 routes, the Surface and the Underworld, and I'm going to be showing y'all both today, so we can get started whenever.
Sounds awesome. Dude, take it away. Give us a countdown and let's do this.
Alright, so I'm going to re-roll here, and then we can get started in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Let's keep this up.
Alright, cool. So to get us started here, we're going to be doing the Surface first. The Surface is much harder, in my opinion, and if I were to beef it, it would definitely be up here. So I'd rather disappoint y'all sooner rather than later. We got a couple of rooms in the beginning here to get through, and then I got to do some decision making. Let me clear this out. Gonna level up my special there. And then this is a Fira. So we're gonna check out what we get here. I gotta clear 6 rooms here, so let me count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, cool. So the way this biome works, we gotta clear out 6 rooms. And of course we get an NPC room right off the bat. We don't want to see this in an RTA run.
Is there specific things we're going to be looking out for? Like that, or you specifically want to hope for the most in this run?
Say that one more time?
Yeah, of course. So, like, you know, in Hades, right, a lot of us have played Hades casually, but this is a speedrun. So, is there specific things you're looking out for that is special to the speedrun for these randomized rooms, or is it more just average good gear that even a caster would want?
Yeah, average, mostly just good stuff. The cool thing about Hades, or like RTA runs in general, is you kind of got to work with what you get, right? Mm-hmm. So the more you know about the game, the more you can make things work. Of course, there are like builds to shoot for, and there are things you'd rather see, but especially in a no reset run, you want to make sure you just don't die, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If we happen to die in this run, is it run over and you're just that confident, or is it just a bit of a time loss?
That is a good question. It is kind of just run over.
Okay.
Speaking of run over, I'm actually... So I could have taken the attack there.
Okay.
But what I did take was a boon called Blood Spree. And what Blood Spree does, whenever you're under 40 maximum health, you'll heal up to 240 health. We're going to be pretty under 40 health for a good portion of the run, especially later into it. So here, just going to take Bridal Glow, and it hit the thing I wanted. So what that did, it gave me some levels in my special, and also made it a higher rarity. So just meaning it'll do more damage.
Okay. And I know I haven't played Hades 2, to be honest with you yet. I played a little bit Hades 1. So, you know, there's different characters/classes you can go for. And is there special routes around that you guys have been tinkering with in Hades 2 to try and figure out what the best one is, or is it more to a personal preference of each runner?
You said routes?
Yes.
Okay, so that's something we could touch on, actually. Mm-hmm. Hades 2 is a little different, being a roguelike, from what you would think of a traditional speedrun. So the way routing in this game works, we don't have to worry about it in the traditional sense. The beginning of the run and the start of the run always takes the same amount of chambers, which I could talk about in a second.
Yeah, no focus if you need to.
So if you look in the top right there, you can see the location count. Mm-hmm. So that number is always the same from the start to the finish of the run. So what we really have to worry about is just decision making along the way.
Yeah.
And clearing things like efficiently, getting free rooms that like skip combat. What else? So the way skill expression in this game works is really how you clear stuff out, essentially.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But I think that's really cool, though. I like that it's very different from a traditional speedrun, you know?
Yeah, it's very fun, and I think that's what keeps me coming back at the end of the day. Like, the variety that there is. Like, everyone is always different. That's a pretty good hammer. I'm going to take that there.
Nice.
All right, so we have the first boss coming up. This is Polyphemus. I'm going to be a little quiet here.
Yeah, you want me to be quiet as well?
No, you can go ahead, Tom.
Okay.
It's not going to take too long.
Okay. Well, while he's focused in there, chat, I just want to say we got a $50 donation from Camerooni saying, hell yeah, Hades 2 time. Good luck with the run and have so much fun, Webs.
Thank you. Hey, Cam. It's one of my friends.
That's awesome. Thank you, Cam. And thank you, Jackalberry, for the $25 as well. Saying such a fun event for an amazing cost. Thank you guys so much.
All right, cool. Well, that's the first boss there. Pretty quick biome. Didn't feel too bad. I'm going to take a keepsake here in between biomes. So what this keepsake does, it's called Fig Leaf. I'm going to buy that. It has a percentage chance to essentially skip a combat room. And by skipping it, we'll still go into the room, but it'll clear out all the enemies in there, essentially giving us a free room. That's one of the big time saves in Hades, is just not having to do the combats, right?
Yeah. Is there an RNG tool where you can technically keep getting non-enemy rooms and it would save you a significant amount of time?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
I'm not sure if the generation works where, like, you know, I'm assuming the generation has a strict, like a structure that you can't get too many item non-enemy-based rooms, but I'm guessing you can still get way more or way less, right?
Yeah. So the way it works in most biomes, or I guess I could touch on the different types of free rooms you can get in the run. So there are NPC rooms or story rooms that'll give you like a benefit during the run. These are also considered NPC rooms, but they're a little different. NPC rooms, there are mid shops, which, you know, again, let you skip a combat and let you buy boons. You'll always see those in the middle of a run. And there are certain like cutoffs and chamber ranges that you can see those free rooms, but usually past a certain point you won't see stuff. I'm gonna take this, I guess. Alright, cool. So there are a couple different things I'm looking for now. We still don't have an attack yet, but this should be a pretty free clear for the most part. We shall see. You'll notice in between waves, I'm doing what we call an Omega attack, which is this move.
Yeah.
And the reason we do that is, if you'll notice my magic at the bottom left right there, we have stuff called Arcana back in the house or the courtyard. And the reason I'm doing those Omega attacks is to activate an Arcana card called Huntress. What Huntress does, whenever you're below 100% magic, your attacks and specials will do, I think it's 50% damage. So it's like it's a nice damage bonus that's pretty easy to get active.
Chat has been asking, more people are probably familiar with Hades 1 speedruns too. How glitchy is Hades 2 compared to Hades 1?
Say that one more time.
How glitchy is Hades 2 versus Hades 1?
Oh, that's actually a really good question. It's not glitchy at all.
Oh.
So it's a very easy run to understand.
Okay.
If you've played the game casually, like, you could just start running it.
Would you say so that's different from Hades 1? Does Hades 1 have a lot of glitches in it then?
Not in particularly.
Okay.
I wouldn't say. There's one big bug in that game on the fastest aspect. So the fastest aspect in that game is called Beowulf. It's the hidden aspect of the shield. And the bug exists with a duo boon called Mirage Shot. So what it does, so Beowulf, you like load your casts into the shield and then fire them off at a range. And it's bugged in a way that Mirage Shot is supposed to give you 2 projectiles for your cast, but the second one is only supposed to do like 30% or something. It doesn't do that. It does a full 100%. So you just get 2 casts essentially for free.
That's so cool. Yeah. But there's nothing like that in Hades 2 then?
Not that we're aware of.
Okay.
Truthfully. I mean, we've been in early access for like a year, but the game just came out like Thursday, so
yeah.
we still got time to find stuff.
But I'm assuming your speedrun tactics converted pretty nicely, right? From from the pre-launch versions to the final release, right?
Oh yeah, from early access
Yeah.
to... Oh yeah, for sure. The run actually didn't change all that much. Ooh, hold on. Yeah, the run actually didn't change all that much, truthfully. They added a couple more things we could do, and like some NPC encounters that affect us later in a different biome that we'll be seeing. I'm just trying to be careful.
No, all good. No, after you told me that run's dead if you die, and like when you said hold on, I was like, hold on, I'm gonna sit back now.
Okay, we're fine here. So the scary thing about Hades 2 compared to Hades 1. So if you played Hades 1 before, you know we have death defiances in that game, so we could die like 3 times, right?
Yeah.
But in this game, you'll notice in the bottom left, I have no death defiances. And the reason for that is we have an Arcana card called Strength, which gives us damage reduction, which is really nice. But the thing we care about is the damage bonus.
Okay.
So any bit of damage helps. It sucks that we can't die at all during the run, but you know, we gotta go fast.
But I feel like that's like a fun part of this, very different. Like, you know, the death aspect versus the speed aspect. I understand there's still a speed aspect to this, of course, but I feel like, you know, you have to do a bigger trade-off where there, you know, in a lot of speedruns, there's a limit to how fast you can roll or run. While here, you can kind of choose, I can go faster, but it puts me at a higher risk of death.
Yeah, it's more dangerous.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
really exciting and really cool. You see it come into play the most, or like being worried about dying, like in multi-weapon runs or multi. How do I phrase this? Yeah, like multi-runs.
Yeah.
So like all regions are. I'm gonna roll this. Okay, that changed my mind. But yeah, the fear of death is real. So I do have some safety strats, like in this biome. The last biome in this run, called the Summit,
Yeah.
is very scary. There are a lot of things that hit hard and that could potentially almost one-shot you. So what I did here is I forced a god keepsake for Hephaestus for a little bit of armor, and I picked up a boon called Security System. And what Security System does... Oh, hold on. Oh, hey. Nice. Okay, I'll finish talking about Security System first. What Security System does, it will give us a little bit of armor. You can see it at the bottom left, at the beginning of a chamber. I think it's like 7 or 8 seconds, and then it's gone. But it gives you enough time to like safely clear out a room without beefing it, right? And then what we just got, that green boon, that duo boon, is called Heinous Affront. So you'll notice whenever I hit stuff with my attack, the room will take like room-wide damage, and that's due to the duo boon and a particular boon called Light Smite that I picked up from Apollo. It's actually one of the more optimal ways to build into this weapon that we're playing right here. So it's pretty good. The build's fine. I'm feeling pretty comfy about this run, so we should be okay.
Yeah. No, the run is amazing so far, and Chad is really enjoying it, and there's a bunch of love and support from the Hades community. Stop with a $50 saying Hades 2 heart. Pemmy with a 10, Eagle with a 25, and Pancakes with a $25 saying it's so awesome seeing the Hades community getting some representation on the stage. Good luck, Webs. I know you'll kill it as always.
Hey, thanks, man. Okay, this guy just didn't want to die. Should be the last 2. Not sure what chamber I'm on, so I'm gonna check after this. 36. I got 1 more till the boss. So if you got a few more donations.
Yeah, of course. We got $5 from Yoshi saying, "Let's go, Weebs. You got this."
Thanks, Yosh.
Thank you, Sleep Soul, for the 10. Donating from a little PogChamp Webs. Good luck, my friend.
Thanks, bud. Alright, let me see. Just Palm Special one more time. Alright, so we got the boss of this biome coming up. This is called... I'm forgetting his name. Prometheus, I think? I don't know, man. I just be going fast.
I hope you're not asking me about it. Once again, I haven't played the Hades 2 yet, so... These bosses are not randomly generated, though, right? They're always the same, right?
No, the boss at the end of the biome is always the same.
Okay.
The only bosses that are random are like mini bosses that you see in the middle of a biome. That's about it. Alright, so we need a little quiet here. Got middle, no, top, and then middle. Cool. Oh, come back. Dude, he loves to run away, man. He's actually miserable.
I feel nervous for you just watching this.
Alright, cool. So we just got one more phase left. I gotta memorize this. Bottom, middle, bottom, middle. Okay. Bottom, middle, bottom, and one for the. Okay, I skipped it anyway.
Oh, that was so close.
We should have been fine. Yeah, you can actually time that like dash to not get hit there.
If you happen to have gotten hit there, how much damage are we talking about?
Like 40 damage. I would have been fine.
Okay, but it's still a lot, significant. I mean, that puts you, what, 50 in total?
Yeah, for sure.
That was scary.
Alright, so this is exciting. I don't know if anyone has run this next keepsake in a marathon before, but I really wanted to show off how we do the run normally back at home. So I'm going to be taking this keepsake called Antler. So it gives us 30% crit chance on literally everything. And that's pretty good. It's a really good way to scale your damage into the final boss. But if you'll notice, in the bottom right, I'm only down to 30 max health now. And that is due to Antler. So it's a very big trade-off for much better damage. And this is also why I took a bunch of like armor and stuff, right? Just for safety purpose. But I thought it would be really cool to show the run as intended.
So is there a trade-off though? Like now when you're getting more, you know, protection armor than you normally would in a speed run, are you getting less damage than in your usual runs?
Probably. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. To some degree.
Yeah.
So the things we like force, we could have potentially seen another god in that place. That's kind of the cool thing about Hades is again working with what you get. So
yeah.
I don't mind like a little bit less damage for a much larger damage bonus later down the line, right?
That makes total sense. Yeah.
So that was one mini boss. This is the summit, by the way. We're gonna have two. Sure, I guess. I don't know. We got one more normal chamber, and then we've got one more mini boss, I believe. And then we've got the final boss called Typhon.
Okay. Well, while we're going through these two rooms, let me read some more donations. Thank you, Loon, for the $25, and good luck on the runs, Webs. You're killing it. Thank you, thank you, Egg Royal, for the 10, saying, Webs, you are the Hades GOAT. I know you're going to kill it, and you already are. Thank you, Anonymous, for the 5, saying, Antler, biome, let's go. And thank you, G, over the 5 as well, saying, let's go charity. Thank you, everybody, so much.
Alright, cool. So that was the last mini boss here. We actually got the good one.
Nice.
There's one that is particularly scary here. So I'm glad we didn't see it. And then this is the final shop. Cool thing about this shop is it always guarantees us some armor right at the end, so I don't mind that. And then we have a ton of armor. We're gonna get more armor. Okay, just kidding. So we should be pretty comfy into this. We also have an Arcana card active called the Lovers, which is gonna give us 3 free hits in the boss fight.
Whoa,
so
this is so cool.
Yeah. We don't get to see his health at all during this boss fight either.
Wait, is that how fast we're gonna take him down?
No. Like just for the whole fight, you never see it.
Oh.
It doesn't show you.
That's crazy.
Okay. I'm just gonna tank through this. We have plenty of armor, so this is about halfway through the fight. I believe I still have one Lover's Charge left, so I can get hit one more time. If I choke it here, I'm the worst to ever play the video game ever. So we should be okay. Where are you dropping them? Okay, we got a good pattern here. The amount of, so those eggs, if you don't kill them fast enough, will spawn enemies. And the pattern is random, like how many eggs he'll drop, so we got a pretty good pattern. And that's the first biome.
Nice. Well done.
Cool, cool. So we got a little transition to do here. I'm going to be running through the courtyard, then we're going to be doing the Underworld. This is a good time to talk about what I'm going to be doing next. So normally in this category, we keep it to one weapon and the same aspect for that weapon. But I thought it would be a shame to be on the big stage and not show off my favorite aspect and how differently Hades 2 can play compared to Hades 1. So Hades 2 has a system called the Omega system, and I'm going to be showing y'all an aspect, the Moral's Flames, which shows off the Omega system pretty heavily. So let me get things sorted here. We're going to be switching the Arcana setup, and then we're going to be starting Hero's Keepsake, Moros, and then give me the dog, sure. And then I'm going to turn this on, so that is the Pact of Punishment, or is that Hades 1? I can't recall. But it's a thing we can activate that'll make one specific mini boss faster if we see it. But yeah, this is the Underworld. We're taking a Chaos Gate here, which is one of those free rooms. We haven't seen one yet. So they're gonna give us a bonus here. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna take this one because that's fine. So they give us a bonus, but they also give us a detriment. So what we want to try to do is like take something that doesn't affect the run too heavily as far as detriments go, but something that will benefit the run.
Yeah.
So what I took there was we're going to be using 25% less mana on our Mega moves, which, as you can see, we're using a lot. So the way Moros works, I'm going to take this. The way Moros works. Whenever you like shoot out an attack and then hit it with your special, it'll explode your attacks. I'm okay. And then I'll take the attack here. So the general rotation is we enter a room and then charge up an Omega special. So we have the circles following us around the whole time.
Yeah.
And those they also count as specials, right? So they'll explode our attacks. Okay, we're getting plenty of free rooms here. This is very nice.
Is this a good time to read a couple of donations?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we got a $10 from Uno. Always love to see the Hades community at marathons. Good luck, Webs. Hope you get those free rooms. Thank you, Perfect, for the $50. That's so generous. Webs, you are killing it, homie. Free Palestine. Thank you, Perfect. You have a lot of friends at home. This is so awesome. Thank you, Anonymous, for the 5. Anonymous for the 5. Big Dumb with a 25. Can you tell Corina she's stinky? And Electrics with a 50. Thank you, everybody, so much at home for supporting the event. We're almost at 130,000 total dollars. So keep those donations up, guys.
Let me see. Okay, nothing here. So I'm actually going to take this magic here. So one of the big things... Oh my god, we're getting free rooms for days, dude. This is very comfortable.
Hey, the donation is working. Thanks, Uno.
So one of the big things you want to see on Moros specifically is a regen, or a gain, as we called it. So I touched on it a little bit earlier. Omega moves cost magic, and what gains do, they like regen your magic. So you want to try to get one of those as soon as possible. We do have a familiar with us called Hecuba, which is the dog. I'm going to take Arc Flash here. What Hecuba does, he gives us max magic, but he will also regen some magic for us. So we don't have to worry about a gain as much, but we still want to see one sooner rather than later, right? This is Hecate here. This is pretty... So the Underworld is, like, much easier, I would say. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, and Schmeat. Okay, cool. I was a little tempted to show y'all what would happen if I got hit there. If you get hit by that, it turns you into a sheep.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I see you got a dog with you. Is that a consistent thing, or is that also an RNG-based drop you got in between these?
Oh, yeah, so that's what I was talking about. That's Hecuba, the familiar.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you can choose them in between runs. I think there's 5 or 6. Actually, oh, okay. Story stuff. Avert your eyes. Don't look. Spoilers.
Lord.
So I'm running on a pretty maxed out save file, but the game just came out, so
Yeah.
there's a lot of dialogue to get through sometimes.
Has the game been 100% completed?
I haven't.
You haven't? Okay.
I haven't. I'm not sure what everyone else has done yet, but I did get a file from a friend that was much further than mine, so hopefully we don't see too much dialogue.
That is awesome, though. As a speedrunner, Birthdays starting the speedruns instead of 100%ing the game. I love that.
Alright, cool. So this biome is called Oceanus. It's probably the shortest biome in the run, hopefully. The last chamber should be chamber 22. I'm not sure what chamber I'm on. 18. Okay, we're actually not seeing mid-shop. That's a bit of a shame. Mini boss here. I might just take gain from Poseidon here. So we usually start on Mora specifically. We start Hera for the special. I'm gonna roll this. Yeah, sure. I'll just take Flood Gain. I can make it work. It's not ideal. As I was saying, we start Hera for the special because she has a curse on her boons called Hitch, which when you apply Hitch to enemies, everyone that is affected by Hitch will be inflicted with damage. And then as a backup, her gain is actually optimal for Moros. There are other gains that you can make work for sure, like Flood Gain or Cardio Gain from Hestia.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I lost. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I lost the sound.
No, all good. I know you said that there is, a lot of RNG in this, and you just got a bad roll, right? If you were to continuously just have a really bad luck run, can you as a speedrunner, in theory, would you say you can make any luck work if you're playing it a bit safer? Or can you just continuously get bad rolls where no matter how well you play, you're pretty much screwed?
That is a good question. I think if you're going for like no reset stuff, I genuinely believe you could probably make any build work.
Okay.
But as a speedrunner, we tend to not do that.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to go fast.
Yeah.
Right. So this is Sirens here. It's going to be a pretty quick fight. And then I'll talk about what I'm going to take into the next biome. But if you got any donations, that would be a good time.
Sure. Thank you, Nix, for the $25 donation. Thank you, Pat, for the 25 as well. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Average, for the 25. Thank you, everybody, so much for keeping us donations up. Matthias, Pad, Anonymous. There's just a lot of Anonymous. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
All right, cool. So in RTA runs or multi-runs specifically, there are a couple things you could take here. For Moros, you could take this metallic droplet, which is pretty good. But just for safety purposes, I'm going to force Ares here. So we saw it last run, that boon called Blood Spree. Whenever we're below 40 health, we'll heal up back to 40 health. So I would like to not beef it. So we'll try to take it if we can, but we do have a couple of safety options just in case. Let me see. Okay. Alright, so this is Fields. This biome functions a little differently than the previous two biomes. So you'll see multiple rewards on a door, like this one you saw too. And then they'll give you a very large chamber that you have to run through and fight off some combats. It's kind of terrible for speedruns in my opinion, but casually it's one of my favorite biomes.
Is there a reason why you feel like there's such a shift in between casual versus speedrun?
Just how much RNG there is, really. There are a couple things that can go wrong here, or a couple things that could go right that tend to. Hold on. Okay, I was getting messed up. But yeah, there are a couple things that could go right here that tend to not go right. So ideally, in this biome, you want to see 2 rewards on the first chamber. Hold on, let me see what we get. I'll take heavy metal. You want to see 2 rewards on the first chamber. You want to see a mini boss. You want to see this free room echo, and all of that is pretty consistent. But after that, there's a chance to see just 2 rewards in the final room. So it means you would have to do like 1 less combat. That's like one of the big RNG swings for this biome in particular. Let me see what we get here. Take Killer Current. So what Killer Current does, I didn't talk about it much, but I got Zeus on the attack, which is pretty decent. There are a lot of things you can make work on the attack, for sure, for sure. Like anything with high rarity, or Zeus, which does like a big flat damage number. And the duo boon I just picked up from Poseidon is a duo boon called Killer Current. So whenever we inflict Froth on an enemy, which is Poseidon's curse, which we're doing with the cast, those enemies will take 30% more damage from our Blitz effects. I'm gonna take Enduring Coil, sure. So we got one more boss here, and then we got the last biome.
And just to clarify, when you say biomes, is that regions?
Yeah.
Yes, sorry. No.
we refer to them as biomes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a reason the category is not all biomes?
That is a good question.
I don't mean to backseat. I was just yeah.
The category names were decided long before I started speedrunning. Like in Hades 1, we call, I guess, what you would consider any percent. Yeah. So like a maxed out run from start to finish. We call it any fear. Or no, any heat, sorry. Because there's a system in that game called the heat system. And I don't know why it's called that. I'm gonna keep the stack with you. I don't know why it's called that. I wasn't there for that. But we continued the tradition into Hades 2, and we call it like a single segment run, any fear in this game, which is the equivalent to Hades.
That's awesome.
So, keepsake in the next biome. It's going to be Antler, same as Surface. Again, it's very scary, like casually or if you don't have any safety options. But we got a bunch of safety options, so we should be fine here. So the last biome here is called Tartarus. The way this biome works, we have to get through 5 chambers. And once we unlock this door, we're going to want to only go through the numbered chambers. So we don't get any actual rewards here. We're going to be taking chambers that have numbers on them. And that's called the express route. The chamber count in this biome only goes up whenever you take these rooms. So you have options to take some rewards here, but it's just slower. It would be adding like extra chambers to the run that you don't want to take, right?
But would that mean that if you, let's say, take a lot more damage, you were really struggling, could you do a quick 1 or 2 extra rooms, then go back to the numbers room then, if needed? Okay.
Yeah, for sure. You can get off it and then get back on it at any time, essentially.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. And then I would like to, there's a free room here that actually doesn't save us any time because it's not on the express route, but I would love to see it. So we'll see if we get it. We got a couple more chances. Okay, we didn't see it there. So I think we have 1 or 2 more chances.
Yeah.
Ouchie. Everything here also hits hard. Okay, we did get it.
Nice.
So, this doesn't really do anything for us. I just want to go talk to my dad.
And the cute 3-headed dog.
Yeah, we can give him some pets, I believe. Hold on. Sure, I'll take Kuro's Dash. Yeah.
Hey, Frank.
Give him a little pet.
Frank Z's in the chat.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I guess that is kind of a spoiler. For all of early access, we could not pet him.
Oh, no.
But we finally can. Alright, so this should be the last chamber. We actually did get pretty unlucky. So again, for RTA, we don't want to see these like these particular NPC rooms, because while they pause the in-game time in the top right, they're much longer for real-time runs, just like in general. There's a bunch of menus you got to get through. You got to wait for them to like drop stuff or just like finish talking. But yeah, this is almost the end of the run. Time is coming up here soon. Let's see. We could. Yeah. Cool.
Cannot believe we're already here in 35 minutes. I feel like such a noob looking at how I played Hades 1 versus how fast you're getting through this run.
Very cool. So this is the final boss. This is Kronos. Time is gonna happen. There are 2 phases. It's gonna happen on the second phase. I'll call it out when it happens.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be a little quiet here. If you got any last-minute donations, feel free.
Sure. We got a couple for sure. It's Sirius with the $5, Anonymous with the 50, Sick with the 5, Precious Jojo with the 25, Andy with 5 saying this is such a cool Hades 2 run. Keep it up. Thank you so much. And thank you Chomper for the $15 donations. I love that the first Hades OST. It's great to do homework to it. I'm thinking I should add this game's soundtrack to it as well. W game, W music, and of course, W speedrun.
Word. Okay, cool. So I kept my armor and a lover's charge, so I'll be able to do something cool here. So he does a big AoE attack that he wants you to stand in that circle for, but we could just ignore it and keep damaging him. So this should be the last phase here. Actually, out of magic. And time is coming up in now.
Time! Awesome! 35 minutes!
Nice. That's not a bad run. That's about what I expected.
That was such a good run. Thank you so much for putting on the show. Do you have any shout-outs, anything you want to say after all that?
Sure. Well, let me see. To start, I'm Webs2D. Again, if you want to follow me on Twitch, I do streams pretty often. We're going to be doing a lot of Hades, so feel free to come swing by.